The Antebellum of Utopian Societies by Debbie.
Phillipe, and Alec.
Utopian societies made up the Second Great Awakening and the idea of perfectionism, that we as a people could now make ourselves perfect. Also, they wanted to push men and women away from prostitutionism and alcoholism. Prior to 1800, there was these groups called the Shakers, and the Shakers were founded by Mother Ann Lee in 1774, who thought she was the second coming of Christ. Shakers were called Shakers because of how they shaked and danced, as like the Quakers did when they're praising the Lord. They had 20 communities across the Northeast up until Ohio, and died out because of the lack of intercourse and reproduction. Next is Fourierism, and the founder is Charles Fourier, and the leader is Arthur Brisbane. And basically, Fourierism was mushroomed after the downfall of the Shakers, and basically it was about men and women and how they could be equal and peace coming after that. And they failed because of the disputes over work responsibilities and societal policies. And their decline revealed the difficulty of establishing a utopian community in the absence of religion or a charismatic leader. The Oneida community was founded and was led by John Humphrey Noyes, and he had the concept of complex marriage, which was everyone, quote unquote, married everyone, but he was the only person worthy of reproducing with women, and men and women are equal. But he received a lot of hostility for that and was accused of adultery, so he escaped in 1879 to Canada, and the Oneida community died out. Mormonism was founded and led by Joseph Smith, who created the Book of Mormon and the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints. And Mormonism basically expanded the ideas of a patriarchal family, that the man is at the head, and the idea of polygamy, where man has multiple wives. But it was effective, but they had a lot of hostility from society. Brigham Young in Utah. Brigham Young was a follower of Mormonism and Joseph Smith, and he and the rest of the Mormons traveled from the Northeast to the Great Salt Lake area until the U.S. got their Mexican territory, and they asked for a place where they could have as their own, and they gave them Utah. Today, there are 12 million followers worldwide. The result of change. There are positive, negative, and people who do not like utopian societies. The positive results are the creation of new religions, the decrease of prostitution and alcoholism, and the societies expanding west helped expansionism. And then the negative causes are the societal divisions between the rich and the poor, and like the money gap, greed, and human nature. And people not liking utopian societies, like the movement against them, sometimes strengthen the societies like the Mormons and the Oneida community to go further in their religions. Utopian societies impacted labor, equality, and suffrage and abolitionism. The idea of men, women, and jobs being equal in utopian societies was a major point and helped impact later things like suffrage and labor unions and equality for men and women. And also, Mormons did not like slavery, so there was no slavery in Mormon societies or other utopian societies, so it was outlawed. Perfectionism and gender equality impacted utopian societies. Basically, the idea that we could better ourselves and men and women being on equal standing and ground made up the giant causes of utopian societies, and that's why some, like Mormons thrived and still exist today. Thank you.